Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mia Yurka here, and we are back today with another video in a podcast style. And this video today is going to be a discussion that is long overdue, and it's in regards to the Jada and Will Smith Red Table Talk. I am going to share my opinion and reaction to this. I am so sorry that I'm super late with this with my reaction, because I finally get to watch it today, and I was aching and burning to share my thought and idea in regards to this Red Table Talk. So if this is your first time on my channel, make sure you subscribe, click on the link below, like the video, and share it with your friends. And if you're already a member of mine, you guys know. Thank you so much for your support. I love you dearly. And let's get straight to this reaction video. Guys, I can't wait. Alright guys, so we are back. The reason why I decided to do a reaction video to Jada and Will Smith Red Table Talk is because I need to put some 2 cents into this thing, since everybody is basically going on it. I think I need to kind of share my opinions. Before I even begin, I'm not here to smash anyone or to discredit anybody. I love both of them. I think Jada is very beautiful. She's a great actress. So is Will Smith. I grew up watching both of them. However, somebody, when you lose, you just have to just admit that you lose. And in this case, Jada is the loser in that situation, and I feel like she cannot take an L. She is basically displaying, and I am not an expert when it comes to psychology and stuff like that. However, the personality that she was displaying during that whole table talk is a clearly kind of narcissistic type of personality. I'm just saying, and like I said, I have nothing against Jada, but let's play some of the things that she says. We're gonna play some of the thing, how the conversation went, and then I'll go ahead and kind of comment on each of the little details about this conversation, because I was listening to this thing. I was driving on my way home and I was baffled. It's basically like somebody just give you a pile of trash and tell you, hey, this is gold, and they expect you to believe it. And I think I would have felt better if she had just come out and be like, so I apologize. I cheated in my relationship, in my marriage, and this is what it is. I'm a human being. Everybody, she's a woman. She have emotions. She have feelings. You cheated. Just take it and go with it. But when you are coming out as if like you were helping somebody in the process, let's just talk about that, guys. Let me just start playing some of the video, and then I'll go ahead and comment and let you guys know my thought and opinion about what she said.
Cray cray.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come to the table is the media, the headlines. We specifically never said anything.
First of all, from that part right there, when you first started watching the video, you can tell both of them are very, very uncomfortable to talk about that subject on hand. Jada, as you can see, like she she kind of have like a deep breathing, because it's gonna be some heavy conversation, and they already, you can tell, like none of them is very comfortable. None of them is comfortable at all to talk about the subject.
Yeah.
We were purposely not saying anything. Any headline that says Jada said or Will said or the Smith said is not true. We specifically never said anything.
So Will Smith says that they didn't say anything. So if the headline is saying that they said anything. They did not say anything. Now, I actually watched the interview that August did, and August did not say that, in a way that Will Smith give him permission as if to, go ahead and start dating Jada. The way he stated, it was like he had a conversation with Will Smith about his relationship and Jada's relationship. And then Will Smith kind of like gave him his blessing. So he wasn't really clear enough in the way that people are saying, oh, like Will Smith gave him permission to date Jada. If you go back and watch the video, it didn't really say that, like Will Smith per se gave him permission to go ahead and date Jada. Like they could have probably having like a heart on heart, guy on guy conversation about relationship, the type of relationship that Jada and Will Smith is having. And then Will Smith probably says something. And then he's like, okay, he gave him his blessing. But I don't think it was like Will Smith basically telling him, okay, like you can go ahead and date Jada. Okay? I just wanted to clear that out a little.
Came to be, that doesn't matter. It's all love. Honestly. And I would usually not, that would be something I wouldn't comment on at all.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's
business.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where at first I kind of had like a little issue with it, because right then and there, right off the bat, instead of, like saying that, yes, I have an affair and this is what happened, she's going to, in a way where she's like, oh, it's love, like as if like August just went out there and just started talking about it. Because if you watch August interview, the question was asked and it wasn't for in any like, like anything, how do you say that, in a maleficent way. It was just asked because people are talking about his relationship with Jada, so they wanted to know, what is really going on with you and Jada. And this boy is basically, you can tell he was just crying out for help because he really cares about this lady. And then here she goes coming out acting like, okay, as if like he's doing it just for publicity or for, for his album coming out. And she's just saying, oh, it's all love, like, no, you really like pride on this boy. Like he's a 23 years old kid, or he's not a kid, but young adult, with a mental issue, and you just take advantage of it. So I think he have the right to answer. And in reality, if you watch the interview, he was trying to basically hold back, because he did not want to say anything bad about them because he genuinely care about that family. However, when they come on the table, it seems like he's like kind of like the bad guy in reality to me, but he's not. And also she said something about, it's her personal business. One thing about when you become a celebrity, you already know you have no privacy whatsoever. So, like things can come out when it comes, because you're a celebrity. So people, you already know all eyes on you. So if you fucked up, you're fucked up. Point blank period. So, if you was fucked up, people find out, it was gonna come out. So just take the L, girl. Take the L.
I feel like it's healing that needs to happen. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
Even though this is minuscule, I do feel like...
She said, even though that is minuscule, this is clearly what a narcissistic person would say. Now, you have, mind you, you have August over there trying to survive, like this crash. Basically, it's almost a crash, because he said that thing could have killed him just by trying to separate himself from the relationship with her. Like he is at the height, like of his depression from this relationship. And she's saying, oh, it's just minuscule. You know, like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just like, for her, he probably was just like a little plaything, a little experiment. It's a minuscule thing. But him, he could have commit suicide because he's unstable. So for her to say that it's minuscule, for me, like, it's like, girl, that thing is not a minuscule for you, because you was just doing your little project. He was your little, your little project to play with. So for you, it's a minuscule, but for him, it's a huge thing. So for her to say it's a minuscule thing, kind of like get under my skin a little.
That create the world that we're in, and the idea of not communicating, not talking about it, not clearing the air, and just being as transparent. Just
Absolutely.
being transparent.
And I'm here with you.
Yeah, I thank you for that, because you've been on a hell of a journey with me. So that's what we're going to start with. This is a very personal journey.
Yep.
That became very public.
Yes, absolutely. So what happened, Jada?
Okay, so let's start with, I guess about 4.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with him just needing some help,
Now, she said it's all started with him needing some help. Now, I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me, out there, or help me clear this. But does Jada have some kind of like degree in psychology or psychiatric? Please let me know. Because if somebody needs help, I think the best thing will be is to, like point them toward a rehab or something like that. But if you do not have any kind of expertise when it comes to mental health, so how are you going to help that person? So already, once again, the sign of a narcissistic personality will say, I'm helping, I was just helping. So how are you helping? Do you have any expertise about mental health? No, you don't. So I don't see how she was helping August, but let's listen to the rest of the conversation.
Wanting to help his health, his mental state.
So his mental health, his mental state. Like, Jada, you are not a doctor, my friend. Like, seriously. Just go ahead. I feel like she's going through a lot of effort just to say that, yes, I had an affair, I cheated, and I apologize to my fans. I apologize to my husband, because you guys are still married. I don't care if they had like an open relationship or not, but like, if you feel like he's hurt about it, like, apology accepted, and people will have moved on from it. 1 day, 2 days later, people will have moved on. But the fact that she's playing like she's, like, almost like even the victim in that relationship, or she was, helping, she was the hero in that relationship, really have me question her. But anyways, let's continue to listen to, like, the beautiful Miss Jada.
For me, that was the thing when Og first came around. He was really sick.
He was really sick. Yeah.
And
why didn't you?
Once again, when somebody is really sick, you refer them to expert, to a doctor, to a mental health institution, somewhere that they can get help. They can get the proper help by expert, people who knows about that sickness or disease, that can help them. But you are not qualified. You guys are aware, and Will Smith is saying, yeah, he was mentally unstable. You guys are aware he was mentally unstable. Like, I understand, but cheating or sleeping with him, how is that helping him out? I just want to know.
for him from our family was initially about his health.
Yeah. And I mean, we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
He was done.
Now, as a woman, sometimes things happen, okay? Women were very emotional. So I kind of see, you know, like how maybe she had issue, you know, with Will Smith. Their relationship was kind of like on a rocky situation. And all relationship have that kind of rocky situation. You have time where, you know, like you feel like you want to leave that relationship, but you are married. The point is to work on your marriage. So that doesn't give you, right now I feel like she's giving excuses to why she cheated. Yeah, your relationship, you was in a rocky situation. We understand, but at the same time, as a female, we are emotional. If you put yourself in a position when you are weak, when your relationship is, you know, like an issue, if your relationship, you know, you're having problem in a relationship and you place yourself in situation where, you know, like you might cheated on your husband, that's exactly what was gonna happen. So you are the, how do you say that? She's like the mature adult in that affair, and you have a young man who is mentally unstable. So basically she know what she was doing, you know, like, yeah, you was helping him, but helping somebody doesn't mean you need to cheat on your husband to make it happen. Point blank, period. So right now I feel like she was just explaining or finding excuses to why she's cheated. She's explaining, oh, you know, we were like on our relationship, you was, you know, like you kicked me to the curb. No, you are still in a relationship. You are still wearing a ring. You are still married. There was no divorce. Okay, so I don't understand why, you know, like she's even going through all this to tell people that she cheated. She could have just said, I cheated and I take the L. Overall, guys, I'm not even gonna go ahead and play the entire thing. I'm just gonna skip to the parts where, you know, and play the clips where I feel like she were bullshitting. And we're just gonna play those clips because I'm not gonna go ahead and play the entire, you know, like red table talk.
To separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
We were over.
And
I don't know if you guys realize, Will Smith says, at that particular time, I thought we will be over. And you hear her saying, yes, we're over. Like, if you never sit down with your husband, even though, okay, I know like you guys were on a rocky relationship, both of you guys wasn't on the same page. Will Smith, the way he's talking, you can tell he still had hope. Yes, you guys wanted to make each other happy. You can make yourself happy. Find your happiness. So from my understanding, the way they saying, it's like they were having like difficulty in the relationship. So they take a time out. They trying to figure out each other's happiness, what makes them happy. But cheating, I don't think is part of it. You need to find your own happiness. Dig into yourself and find your own happiness. I think that's what, you know, they were supposed to do. So Will Smith still have hope that the relationship wasn't over. There was no talk that say, okay, like, you know, we done, that's it, I'm getting a divorce, we're separating. That wasn't never really the talk. He's saying like, you know, he was, you know, like he wasn't sure that the relationship was over. But her, she was saying, oh, it was over. I feel like Jada is that kind of person, you know, like, don't get me wrong, I love Jada, but I think she just want to be single right now. She don't want to get married. So her personality, the way she is right now, she's very independent, you know, and stuff like that. I think she just wants to be single. She was ready to be single and be out there. So when Will Smith or they come up with that decision, Will Smith is thinking, okay, I'm going to go out there, have fun, travel, find things that makes me happy. And then her, on the other hand, she's like, okay, since she just take it as, she's thinking as a single person. Like, I remember when I used to be single, that's all my mindset. Like, hey, you're not down to that? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing. I don't care about you. I'm going to do my own thing. You know, so I think that's how she's thinking. Right now, her mind is thinking like a single woman.
You know what I'm saying? You sound real.
Then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
This part literally made me laugh. Will Smith said, then what did you do, Jada? What did you do? Oh, instead of just saying having an affair, a definition of entanglement is having a relationship with somebody else. So it's the same thing as an affair. So I don't know if Jada was using that word entanglement because she didn't want to use the word I had an affair. So she just want to come up with entanglement. Like the dictionary doesn't have that word. Like people are going to go ahead and research and find out what that word means. And entanglement is basically having a relationship with somebody. So if you're in a relationship with someone, like outside of your marriage, you are having an affair, Jada. So you could have said, when Will Smith asked her, what has she done? She could have said, hey, I had an affair with August. Talking about entanglement with office. I said office. Talking about an entanglement with August. No, boo-boo, you have an affair with August. That would have been more clearly. Thank you, Jada.
Get clear about and clean up one of the things that was kind of swirling in the press about you giving permission, which is, the only person that can give permission in that particular circumstance.
And this is where the cockiness comes from. And this is where I was like, yeah. So she is right. The only person that can give permission in that relationship is herself. However, when she said that, you can see Will Smith's face. He's like, yeah, right, because I didn't know you was like opening your leg for August when you were supposed to be helping him. But okay, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but she was like, the only person that can give permission in that, it's me. So, yeah, so the same way you can like boldly or proudly say that, you can boldly and proudly say that I had an affair too, girl. It's an affair. Thanks God for the dictionary, because if we did not have any dictionary, like she could have, get away with that word entanglement. But girl, we got you. You had an affair.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker, which he's not.
I think this
He's not, but she is.
when you brought yourself to the red table, I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
Now, this is where I was like, Will Smith is want to get over all that bullshit. Will Smith was like, since you brought me to your red table, since this is your red table, tell the truth. What happened? If you guys watch that video, you can see Jada's reaction. Like, she's like, we already rehearsed that already behind the scene. Now, what the hell are you coming up? What is this nigga is about to say right now? Please don't say something stupid. You can see her expression. She was not ready for what Will Smith. Because I feel like Will Smith was like, you know what? You brought me to that red table. I agreed to come with you, to smooth things out. So right now I feel like I'm getting a lot of bullshit from you. Since you brought me to that red table, tell the truth. So I feel like when Will Smith asked that question, I was like, my man, like Denzel Washington. My man. Yes, you brought him to the red table. Tell the truth.
And I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
And then
Yes. Yes.
a relation.
That part was just perfect. Will Smith can smell the bullshit from far away. She repeat the same word again. An entanglement. Will Smith was like, so what happened in that time when we're supposed to be taking time off, loving each other, learn how to love yourself? What happened, Jada? She's like, well, I got into an entanglement with August. Will Smith laughed. That was so classic. Like, he was like, you mean you got into a relationship? I think he meant to say you got into an affair with August. But Jay, like, I love you, Jada. Please, girl, please don't you. I don't know why Will Smith did not talk her out of it, but I think that's what happened when your husband really believes in you. Will Smith really loved Jada, and right now, to tell the truth, he's playing his part really well to make her look not as bad as the media is making her sound. And like I said, once you're a celebrity, like, your dirt's gonna come out. And then when it does, if it's true, just take the L. If it's not true, yeah, go ahead, fight it, do whatever. But once the reality is, proof is on the table, just take the L, Jada. No need to embellish it, makes it look good. Or because it's me, I can make it look like it's just an entanglement. No, Jay. Jay Boo Boo, it's an affair. Okay? If I was, what do you call this guy? Charlemagne the God? Please give Jada the donkey of the day. Hee-haw. Hee-haw, Jay. No, don't do that. Even Will Smith was laughing. I love this part so much. I played it over and over again because you can tell Will Smith was like, girl, I'm about to be done with your bullshit. You better tell the truth.
Absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside of yourself.
Now that Jada, Miss Expert, Miss want to heal the world, Miss wants to heal everybody, but her relationship with her husband and herself, you're gonna tell me that you did not realize that you cannot find happiness outside of yourself. You can only find happiness within yourself. So you have all that knowledge, want to heal people, want to play expert, want to play doctor, want to play mental health, but you did not know the simplest thing, that happiness only comes within yourself. I think she needs to watch more Oprah, because that's something that Oprah talks about a lot. Happiness only, you can only make yourself happy. If you cannot make yourself happy, how the hell are you gonna make somebody happy? Even RuPaul says that in his even in his videos and in his shows. So how the hell you didn't know that, girl? But that's where, like, once again, she's trying to find excuses, and she's trying to now playing the victim card, like people need to feel sorry for her. Jay, you're too smart for that. Everybody know you are a smart woman, so I'm not falling for this at all.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did everything that we could to get away from each other, only to realize that wasn't possible.
So they were healing themselves. So he was healing himself, traveling, do what he loves, and you are healing yourself, getting digged down by August. Wow. All right, girl. All right.
To the red table. So I'm in the Jada position right now. So
Okay.
The fact that he's smiling.
During that time launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long.
Now, when she said that, I don't know how Will Smith then flipped that table, that red table, like over. So you're gonna tell me that it's Will Smith's fault? You see what I'm talking about? Like, it's very clear, nice. A narcissist, they never admit anything. They never really say, okay, that was my fault, I apologize, because they don't have the sense, like to feel that. They don't have that kind of, I don't know, sympathy, empathy, I don't know how you said it, but they cannot feel for other people but themselves. So she's saying she wants to feel good. She haven't felt good in a while, so that's why she went ahead and, and just go ahead and have sex with August, or have that relationship, because I know they have that sexual relationship with August, because she didn't feel good for so long. Did you even communicate that with your husband and tell him that you were not feeling good? Like, did you try different things? And if you wasn't feeling good, why did you stay in that relationship? I know you guys have kids and everything, but all the kids are all grown. Like, everybody is grown up. Everybody is grown. So there is nothing really that is keeping you in that relationship. So if you didn't feel that happy, you didn't feel good. From what I'm seeing, Will Smith is a very joyful man. Now, I don't know sexually if he is not satisfying her in a way. Sexual, if somebody is not satisfying you, yes, you can feel all different type of way. Sex is a very powerful thing. But at the same time, if you're not communicating this, and I'm sure she's a very great communicator, she should have communicated that. But because when she said that, you can see Will Smith's face. It's like it's something new to her. Like, he just got slapped. And I have to basically give it to Will. He played his role so well on that table. I know guys that will basically flip this table. And that is why, even though 50 Cent, I love 50 too, but even though 50 is an ass sometime, but I kind of see why he's making fun of Will, because he's looking at Will Smith like, man, you like a dummy. You sitting there letting this lady just like slap you on the face with all those lies. Seriously, are you a dummy? Like, people are looking at Will like he's a dummy, but Will is not a dummy. He's trying to just, be poised. That's his wife. He really loved Jada. So he's trying to make sure, like, he's kind of supporting her. But when she said that, you can see his face was like, you didn't really just say that. Like, you did not just really just say that right now. So that part was like an epic for me too.
Since I felt good.
No. Since you
Really a joy to just.
Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't help heal no.
It was really a joy to just.
Damn, man.
Okay, that part I was trying to play it, but because I'm doing mine, I'm watching another YouTuber, Sir Drip, reactions to it, and he's talking about it. But this part was like, so there, that's where the classic narcissistic personality come out of her. She was like, and it's really a joy to help heal somebody, with a big smile on her face. Jada, what did you heal, my friend? What did you heal? Basically, you support it. Like, yeah, you said you help him find resources. I don't know what kind of resources you help him find, but okay. But what help? Because you have sex with him, so you have like a magic punani, basically. Is that what it is? So you have a magic punani. So anybody who want to get healed from mental health, from drug addiction, please go check Miss Jada. She will heal you with her punani. Girl, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, which is another thing that I had to learn to break in this cycle. Just that idea of needing to fix and being drawn to people that.
She said
And once again, there is the victim Jada appearing again. So she felt good to be healing somebody, and now she's saying that because she's codependent, that's what makes her, place her in this entanglement, So the need to fix, August. How are you gonna fix? Hold on, let me ask the question: is August a furniture? Seriously, how are you gonna fix somebody? You have no degree. You don't know. I'm sure she don't know how the minds work. Yeah, you can talk to somebody and help somebody, but how are you gonna fix the person? That part I really don't know. So that's why I'm asking. Maybe, she's an expert, in mental health, or she have a doctorate in mental health that we don't know about. From all I know, growing up watching Jada, she's an actress, so maybe she has some kind of degree that we don't know about. So before we jump into conclusion, we need to find that out, because if she does, then maybe she was helping. But if you don't have no degree, you don't have nothing, you was just preying on the boy, you was just preying on his weakness. And if his weakness make you feel good, then my friend, this is not a good thing, okay? So his weakness, because he's broken and you are just like taking advantage of that, no, my friend, that makes you more like a predator. I don't even know if I said it right, but that's what you will be, my friend Jada. Once again, I'm not bashing her. It's just like I don't like when people are just taking trash and try to present to you as gold and expect you to take this shit. No, Jay. You are a cheater. Just had an affair in the relationship, and this is what it is. She could have just come out and just say that. Everybody will have, like cheer her on for 1 minute, and then let her go. So no. Because I'm sure if that was Will that was out there doing the same thing that she's doing right now with a young girl, and he will come up and say, oh, I'm just helping her, like people will look at him side eye. So just because you're a woman doesn't give you that, like think like, oh, I'm a woman, then no. You're not the victim in that situation and you were not helping nobody. Just come out with the truth.
Bro, right in front of your face, bro. Crazy.
And also too, she said fixing. She had the need to fix him. You could have been fixing your relationship. How about that? If you need a project to work on, maybe fix your relationship with Will. I don't know Will that well. I don't know Will at all. But from what I'm seeing, like he looked like a very fun person. And with your personality, I think you guys are a great couple. And you guys been together for a while. I think you guys can look into the relationship and find what's broken and fix it. How about that? Look inside your relationship and see what's broken and fix that. Then trying to go out there and fix other people and take advantage of them. No, Jay, no, boo boo. I'm not gonna agree with you on that. No.
That. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
like I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely.
Now I think Will Smith. Will Smith is funny. Will Smith is that kind of person. Have you ever seen somebody mad and upset, but they just cannot, like show it, but they show it through, humor. I think that's exactly what Will Smith is doing right now. So he's basically like saying like, okay, you're not gonna come out with the truth. Right now, you're just wasting my time at this point. We've been on here for like 29 minutes already, and you are wasting my time. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and humor you through the conversation because I'm calling everything that you say bullshit. You don't want to come up with the truth. So I'm just going to go ahead and just put my 2 cents in it before I slap you across the table. Oh my God. Will Smith is the hero in the story.
With all really showed me that and taught me that. And I'm really grateful for that lesson.
I feel like that husband, like I'm with you at the press conference. I'm that husband. Now I got to be with you at the press conference while you like tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
like I love
my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
Well, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing.
With that part, I don't know why that thing comes to my mind. Like somebody that you give a constructive criticism to and they disagree with you, but they don't want to tell you that they disagree and they're trying to take it and turn it around. So Will Smith says, like a transgression. And she's like, no, I don't think I see it as a transgression. Actually, I wanna take it as a lesson. What lesson have you learned? Talking about immaturity, girl. Now you should have thought of that before. You're a grown-ass woman. You're not a kid. So don't talk about immaturity right now, okay? Just talk about your grown-ass experience. You wouldn't cheat. You got caught. So not caught, but it's still unraveled because you're a celebrity. Your dirt gonna go out either way. Even though August didn't say anything, somebody else would have come out and say something, right? So basically, I don't see what was the lesson learned really. The lesson, you feeling guilty right now, the fact that it's out, you feel like you learn a lesson. Seriously, you've been having a relationship for many years. Throughout those years with him, you didn't think that there was something. Girl, please, bullshit. Bye.
Why now is weird.
Yeah, when I say it's been a huge healing of my life and just what I had to confront and discover, about myself, the ugly truths and the beauty. So it was something that I felt like wasn't really ready to be discussed because it hadn't been that healing, because he hasn't wanted to, Og and I haven't talked in so long. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
I, myself, me, myself. That's all I'm hearing from Jada. I, me, myself, seriously, like, girl, I don't know, but Jada, you can just have come out and just say I had an affair. That would have saved you all that trip. That would have saved you all that talk, and that's it. But I feel like that's why people are dragging it and making a big deal of it, because you cannot fool everybody. There are some people out there, they are dumbfounded, they don't care, or some of them are just plainly dumb and stupid. They're not gonna really question what you said because they're like, oh, she's a smart woman. But a lot of us out here, we will question and pay attention to your body language. Not just you, but the person you're communicating with. And Will Smith really is the victim of this situation. Of course, after August, of course. But Will Smith is another victim. You're not the victim. And she's playing the victim. Clearly playing the victim.
About you and I is that there's never been secrets.
Right. We came together young, and we were both broken in our own ways, and to be able to make mistakes without the fear of losing your family is so critical.
Yeah. It's the idea of any relationship and trying to get to deeper understanding of love is going to be forged in fire.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the things that I'm deeply grateful in this whole process between you and I is that we have really gotten to that new place of unconditional love.
Because I wasn't sure.
Jada is really good. Like, oh my God, this girl is good. She's like, how sometimes you kill people with kindness? You kill people with kindness. I don't know, after her whole leg rub part of the video, Will Smith, now she turned the table to where she is bringing, how do you say that? The love toward Will Smith and trying to take away, like what she did. Basically, she's hiding what she did by, like bringing, like, oh my God, Will Smith, I feel so grateful about you. No, she don't. She's just trying to hide the fact that, okay, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Now I'm going to try to find something to cover it up. So now she's bringing the attention to Will Smith as if she have unconditional love for Will Smith and all those things. Oh my God. Anyway, thanks God for my psychology classes. And sadly to say, Will Smith actually just fall into that trap, because you can see how his body was very intense when she was getting through, like the whole thing. And now his body is kind of like, like more, he's coming down right now because she's giving him the credit. She's giving him, thanking him, she's grateful, and stuff like that. So she's taking away, she's unwinding him. It's the calming down process of the conversation. Let me help him get off the table with a smile on his face and forget that, like that intense conversation just happened. So let me calm him down. Let me boost his ego up. So that's exactly what she's doing right now.
I think you know.
Sure, I was ever gonna speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is a miracle.
I would agree.
No, but it ain't for the weak at heart. There's just certain things that
You see how she unwind him? There is no way that Will Smith is gonna get off the table mad. It's basically like that's how, like some leader, one of their skills is being able to turn somebody from being very upset to coming down to like how do you say that? A conclusion or a amicable, an amicable decision, an amicable, I don't even know. But that's exactly what she did. Like I said, she boosts his ego at the end. She's, basically be like, okay, let me deflate the situation. We are about to finish about this topic. I'm about to finish talking. So I don't want Will to get up on the table still mad or thinking about it. So let me go ahead and boost his ego up and make him know if he's good. Make him know, like that he's my number one. I'm grateful for him. And Will Smith, of course, fall into the pit line. And now you can see that, like he's on his part. Because he was like, I don't know if I was going to ever talk to you again. So now, like, he kind of like be like, you know what? Let me just sweep it under the rug. And I'm sure there's probably more of that going on in the relationship where Will Smith is playing that part. I don't understand why people are like that. Like, if the relationship is not good, because at the end of the day, if it's over and it's gonna go sooner or later. I would not be shocked if the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks I hear that, like one of them is filing for divorce, and that probably most likely gonna be Will Smith and be like, you know what, I have enough and I'm done. So if it's not meant to be, you guys have your time together, your kids are all grown, and if you're really searching for happiness and you're really not happy, come on, like there are like two different people. Will Smith loves to travel. He loves to do things. He's a very outsider, very extreme, very adventurous. And Jada is more like an inner self type of person. She don't like to travel. She just like to, like go ahead and fix people since she's a fixer. Like there are two different type of people, So I don't know why, since they can amicably, like agree on stuff, they can amicably depart from the relationship and have a good, and have a really good divorce and be happy.
through some stuff, I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You gonna get me back. I think you got me back. I think you...
Okay, when in that part, I don't know if you guys understand. A lot of people think that Will Smith say, I'm gonna get you back, as if like, like they gonna come back together as a couple. If you look at the reaction, if you look at that video clearly, Will Smith was not saying, I'm gonna get you back. They are already in the relationship. They are not breaking up as if like, oh, I'm gonna get you back as my wife. He's saying, I'm gonna get you back as if like I'm gonna cheat on somebody else on you. So if that happens, that's how the conversation go. He's not saying I'm gonna get you back, because I see a lot of people talking online saying, oh, Will Smith say I'm gonna get you back, as if like, like he's gonna come back with her, as if like they're still separated or break up. No, Will Smith is telling her, and you can see how he's laughing and all those things. He's like, I'm gonna get you back. Like, I'm gonna cheat on your ass. And if I do, people better don't say anything, because you did it to me. Okay? That's what Will Smith said. Just wanna clear this out. For those people that are saying, oh, he's saying I'm gonna get you back, but they're gonna go back together. No, that's not what he's saying, please. Will Smith said, I will get you back. And she said, no, you don't. And he's like, yeah, I know it might hurt. And then she's like, it's over. And Will Smith like, no, it's not over. Like, Will Smith, if he does go out, he probably have his eye on on someone out there, and he's gonna take his revenge. It's not over. And he's telling her that right now. And she's saying, oh, no, you don't. Yes, he will. He will. So, guys, I had to just stop this because at the end of the day, Will Smith hold his paws. He didn't break, but you can tell basically he was not happy about it. And like I said, I would not be shocked if Will Smith went back and cheat on her as a revenge, because he clearly tell her that he will get her back, and then or if I hear something about a divorce coming up, I would not be shocked. But to tell the truth, Will Smith is the hero of the story. August is the victim, and definitely Jada is not. She is like the, how do you call it? She is none of those. She's not the hero nor the victim, okay? So I just wanted to put my 2 cents in it, because I was watching everybody's reaction on YouTube and be like, what's that big deal is about? But watching the video myself, you can tell that was like full of shit. And Jay, like Charlemagne and the God will say, you have the donkey of the day. Hee-haw. So, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching my video. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video with your friend. I love you guys. Thank you for sharing. Bye-bye. Mwah.